Heya, welcome to the channel. I'm Wooly, and I'd like to invite you to join me for our final installment of our free-to-play adventure. Last episode I had discussed the possibility of changing our build or going pay-to-play, and I got a lot of great feedback from you guys on this. I really appreciate it. Today, we're expanding the horizon of our adventure and making the leap to members' worlds. It's been about a year since I've been a member on any account, and I've heard about a lot of new content that's been added to the game. I can't wait to see what this account turns into, and to explore more about what Yelenor has to offer, but with a slightly different perspective provided by our unique build. We begin this video at 562 total level. And it only took us a mere 10 days and 7 hours. Okay, so I'm not the most efficient player, but I managed to save up some money and sell some things, and we got ourselves our first bond. Just a click. So those bonds weren't cheap. All the videos tell you how to make a bond in a day, but they never tell you what to do after. So now we need to figure out how to make some money, and preferably a lot of it. But before we can make any improvements to our bank value, I think I'm legally obligated to get my first skill cape. So we spoke to the head chef and got our cooking skill cape. This is honestly one of my favorite skill capes. The next couple clips are a little messed up, so I'm gonna just move this over and hopefully it's not too big of an issue. I remember a long time ago I used to trade mole parts to the gardener for birds' nests. So I wanted to try that to see if it was still viable. Alright, so we just talked to the gardener. I'm hoping that he takes noted because I forgot to unnote these. And he does. Alright, so we've opened up everything. Time for the part that really matters. We managed to make a little bit of money, but we're going to need quite a bit more. And the mole parts have a buy limit of 50, so we'll have to wait a while before we can do this again. It looks like we're back to square one. We still need to come up with a way to make some cash. As with most any tank build, our durability and effectiveness is often determined largely in part to the gear we have access to. Now that we're pay to play, we will have access to significantly more gear and skills. However, this expanded content comes with an expanded price tag. And good gear is going to cost us. Luckily, my friend from the beginning of the video messaged me and said he had an idea on the way I could make money. We met up with him in Heya. We are probably going to be grinding for gold for some time. Pay to play or not, with my current stats, it would be unrealistic to just expect money to fall at our feet. Props to Camp Boro. Turns out it really is that easy. A lot of people come to kill these giant things, and as you can see, they kill a lot of them in a very short time. And it turns out that the players here generally don't pick up any of their loot. The Flappy Boys here have a guaranteed drop of Fiendish Ashes, which we really aren't interested in. But these big boys have a guaranteed drop of Malicious Ashes, which are nearly 1,000 gold each. Plus, they also drop runes, herbs, noted items, and even rune equipment. So we're going to do this for a little while and see where it gets us. And just like that, Camp Poro left us. We teleport to Watson, and bank nearby, we go straight to the catacombs. It's really that easy. You just walk in and there's money on the ground. We invested about an hour of our time so far into running laps from the bank to the catacombs. There was of course the occasional trip to the GE to resupply, but overall we managed to score quite a haul. On a side note, this honestly makes too much money for it to be fun in my opinion, and so we won't be doing this for long, and we won't be doing this very often. Just enough to recover from the bond and get ourselves on our feet. I'll be actively looking for other methods though as we progress. Also, if spending more time on money-making methods is something that you would like to see me do more of, feel free to let me know down in the comments section or on Discord. After selling off the loot from about an hour, we had made 1.6 mil, and we could afford our first best in slot item. The regen brace has bonuses comparable to Addy gloves, but will also increase our health regen. After a lot of thought, I've decided that I will eventually be straying from strictly defense. I'll be slowly working my way towards an attack tank, or the more recently named bulwark tank. In practice, it covers the same areas as the defense peer, such as wearing gear at a lower than normal combat, and holding near godlike durability over other players in the same bracket. For better or worse, I'm going to test to see what this build is capable of. I want to try new challenges such as the Slayer Helm recolors, and boss kill count. I'll go over more build specifics later, like the prayer level and milestones, but for now, let's get back to where we left off. So I decided to start with some quests. And I met up with a viewer from the channel, who helped me break into a gang's hideout and steal all their stuff. And I mean all of it. And I'll take those too. Returning to our own gang hideout, we turned in the crossbows, and we were able to get our broken shield and meet back up with our friend. Next, we went to the king and bragged about our accomplishments, and we were given some money. Next, we went to go unlock our first member skill with Herblore. And here we are getting a quick level 10. Next, I wanted to go ahead and knock out 10 agility. A couple minutes later, we had done just that. This is all in preparation of the dig site quest. I'd like to get access to lamps and fossils so that I can begin working on my Slayer. The alternative is to rely exclusively on poison, which is quite slow. First we got level 5 thieving, and then moved on to 25 at the tea stalls. This was our last requirement for dig site, and so we moved on. After finding all of the lost items and taking all the exams, we blew up a cave and stole an old rock. We then returned to complete our quest. earning ourselves 55 mining and 17 herb lore. Next up, we had to complete Bon Voyage, but for that we would need 100 kudos. After speaking to the historian for kudos, he gave me a lamp, but I can't use that yet. I'd like to use it on Slayer. So I had decided to complete Porcine of Interest for the quick Slayer levels. We accepted the work and got some more details before heading out. Here I was thinking I was prepared. Instead, I got folded by this pig. Thankfully, we were rescued and given some shiny goggles. With this, we were able to go and get our revenge. We took his foot and went and gave it to the gardener. And that brought us to 9 Slayer. After that, I returned to the museum. And after a couple more lamps, and helping out in the basement, we managed to hit 20 Slayer, which allows us to finally get rid of this lamp. We still needed some more quest points and kudos. So we completed Haziel Cult, which brought us up to 26 thieving. Next, we met up with King Arthur about his trapped wizard. We fought off a knight and made quick work of a ritual. And just like that, we had completed Merlin's Crystal. Historian Minus was thrilled to hear about it and gave us another lamp, bringing us to 23 Slayer. But that is 100 kudos, and we can now tackle Bon Voyage. I think I'm going to stop there today. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Stay safe out there. Stay you.